I just finished what was supposed to be my checkup with my OBGYN. And to my surprise, I went in, sat down with her, and she looked over my file to see that I plan on having a home birth, which was no secret. I didn't hide it. But I guess according to the paperwork that they gave me for this particular visit, they were inquiring how I planned on delivering. And she came into my room, looked at my file, confirmed that I wanted to have a home birth, and quickly closed my file and said that she would not keep me as a patient. I've never heard of this happening. Call me naive, call me sheltered. I'm not really sure, but I inquired as why she felt she couldn't keep me as a patient, and she said it went against her personal philosophy. By that, I was kind of shocked, and started trying to dig a little deeper to find out what her personal philosophy is then. And she basically was saying that in order for her to participate in a delivery, that she would have to have a very large piece of control over the situation. And I can understand that. Like, if you're going to take on a patient, you're going to take on delivering their child, you want to be the one in control of facilitating a successful and healthy birth. But I informed her that I just wanted her to be my backup. I didn't discuss this with my midwife. It was a decision I made on my own, that I have this amazing OBGYN that I really like, and it took me a very long time to find her. And it even took me 3 months just to secure this particular appointment. So I really wanted to keep her as my doctor. And I expressed that I really just wanted her as the backup in the event that something transpires that's out of the degree of expertise for my midwife and her doula. Will you be the person to meet me at the hospital to take on the next leg of my labor and delivery? And she said absolutely not. She said on top of it going against her personal philosophy, on top of it her not having the control that she would want over the entire situation, not just the last leg of it, the entire situation from beginning to end being the actual delivery of my baby. She said there are too many risk factors. And I was like, well, what are the risk factors? Because I had a successful home birth with my son, no complications from my pregnancy, no complications from my delivery at home. First time around, chances are, is that not correct, that I would have another successful home delivery with this child. And she brought up possibilities of low pulse ox, low blood pressure, and hemorrhaging. And so I understood where she was coming from, but at the same time I had to stand my ground and let her know, like, I'm not gonna waver. It's unfortunate that you won't take me on or keep me on beyond this point, but this is my choice, and this is what I've chosen to do. And she equally stood her ground, and she didn't waver. And so I started wondering, like, is this a dying art of having your child at home? And so I just asked her. I was having a very open, transparent, and maybe a little vulnerable moment with her, and I wanted to know, like, in your opinion, why is it that doctors will not accommodate women who want to have a home birth? And she said, well, basically, even in the hospital setting, she knows doctors that are falling off working with mothers that have their babies in the home settings that they create in the hospital. Like, doctors are actually refusing to participate in that. And that to me was very surprising. I didn't know anything about that. I don't know if you guys have heard anything about that, but I have not heard about doctors working in a hospital but refusing to assist a patient if they want to have their child in the home birth setting within the hospital. I know there are nurse midwives that work in those particular departments to create that kind of home environment, so to speak, with like the medical equipment and the medical assistants just down the hall. But she was saying a lot of the doctors that she personally knows are falling off that list. So it's kind of gotten me in a place where I'm wondering if other women have experienced this, if other women have been rejected by their doctors. Because I went into this appointment really thinking I was just going to finalize some of the last few pieces of my birth plan with my doctor. No, I no longer have a doctor. I'm grateful though that I still have my midwife, I still have my doula, their assistants. I have a meeting coming up with them soon. In fact, I already called my midwife. I had to discuss this with her because I was having some mixed feelings, and she was telling me I should have never said anything. I should have just kept my mouth shut, basically, and just let her think that she was my plan A. I mean, in retrospect, it doesn't really give me that much more confidence or like ease of mind, because I really believe I'm gonna have a successful and healthy and safe home birth again. I guess it's just one of those things when you have a plan in mind, you kind of want it to go in a particular way. And so concerning delivering my second baby, I really wanted this plan to go a particular way. I really wanted to have her as a backup. Like I said, she's an amazing doctor, and it took me a really, really long time to find her. A really long time. So it's kind of one of those unfortunate things in that regard that I'm gonna have to like pick up the search again for a great doctor.